Hello everyone, I'm MikiMiner and welcome to episode 17 of my single player world. And as you can see, I have done a fair bit of work on the witch farm since last episode. I actually finished it, and now comes the hard part of the farm, and that is lighting up caves and basically make all around except the witch farm spawn proof for hostile mobs. So the first thing that I'm going to do in that part of the farm is to get rid of all the land on top on the surface and basically fill it all with at least one layer of water. So you can see here I already started. This over here is basically one of the corners. So we need to make a straight line over here and then all the way over to, what is it? I think it was X 319. And I'm not letting the water in yet because it's still pretty nice to have something to walk on if you are going to go back to the desert using the portal. I really need to move the portal from over here over to the witch farm because I don't think I'm going to use that village a lot. I already have one at the desert, or kind of have one. It's there, it just doesn't have any villagers. But basically it's working now, and yeah, it's pretty nice to get that. We will get a lot of new resources from that. Mostly the things that I want is the redstone and gunpowder. Also the glass bottles is pretty nice too, because glass is actually a pain to collect, in my opinion. So they started releasing snapshots again, and the biggest feature in the one that they just released is horses. But I'm not playing on that snapshot yet because I of course tried it out, but I went looking for horses in a new world and I like didn't find any in the first 3 worlds that I made, and then I made a one with large biomes and found a really big plains biome, and I found like 3 horses, and that's it. And it was huge, that biome, so I personally think that it's the possibility of me finding horses here is so small that I'm not even going to try. But now that I think about it, I should maybe go on that snapshot when I go over to the plains over there when I make the perimeter, because I might get lucky to and find some, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, they, as I said, I think they are way too rare. So what else happened? I'm not sure if anything happened actually. Oops. Where was the line? Okay, it's here, so I need to remember not to pass over that because that's just a waste of shovel. And I'm actually not sure about this when in the spawning algorithm about if it is a circle or if it is you know, a square. Because in spawners and stuff like that, it's a circle, and that would mean that I really didn't have to remove all the corners. And maybe it's a sphere, you know, a ball around the player, so maybe I don't have to light up all the caves either, but I think that will make most sense if that's how it works. You know, it's a giant ball around the player where the spawn radius and despawn radius is not at the same place, of course, but that's how it works, I would imagine. Do we have something stuck down there? It doesn't seem like we get any items over here. Maybe I should go down and... Oh yeah, okay, we have some here. I tried making a map, you know, when you make a perimeter, it's a good idea to create a map. And I was standing here and you can see I'm outside of the map. It would be best if I was in the middle of it because, you know, then I just needed to, I think, zoom it out one time and then, you know, that's the perimeter. Maybe I didn't even need to do that. I think I do because when I stand there, you know, I was outside, just outside of the map, and when I went over here on this side, you know, the farthest away that I need to go, I was at the other side of the map, so I should have to expand it one if I was in the perfect center of the map. So basically what I'm... Oh wait, how far did I need to... Of course I did it. Let's just for looks make this a straight line again. And how far did I need to go over? It was at 319. I always say to myself, remember to take an axe with you so you can cut down the trees, but I always forget. Let's take these now that we are so close anyways. So it was here, I think. And all the way over to 319. Is that really true? Yeah, it must be true. I did the math. But I'm only human, so I can be wrong. Of course. But since this is really not that interesting, I think I'm going to do this off camera. Maybe give you some updates something happens. Yeah. So I'm going to make a cut here and we will continue the video with some updates. So make a cut now. Okay guys, I was getting over near the plains here, so I decided to change to the snapshot. So if we were lucky to get horses, we will get them. But it doesn't really look like we get them. And I really need to look into how they spawn. I have only seen them in plains biomes, and as I said, they are really, really rare. But I think it's something like they despawn if you go away from them after they spawned, unless you tame them. And if I understand correctly, you tame them by riding them, so you don't really need any items to tame them. But I can see now we're getting over near the village. These chunks here are already generated. Maybe these chunks over here were too, I'm not sure. But it doesn't really look like we got the horse. So I'm just going to continue working on the perimeter. I might show you, I might as well just show you some updates here. I started making like a border with lily pads all around it where there isn't land, so yeah. I might replace it with something else because lily pads are pretty useful and they are really a pain to get because you know you have to walk in water and collect them and you can't really farm them, so when you empty out a swamp you really can't do anything else but continue going over to a new swamp. And as you can see, my good shovel broke, or not broke, I still got some left on it, but maybe I should just use them, you know, break them, because there's really no point in using more than one diamond on repairing a shovel. Oh yeah, in this snapshot, well, I think there was something about mobs getting harder when you are in the same area for a long time. Something with the armor getting that they have a higher chance of spawning with good armor or something like that. Let's see how far do I really need to go over. It's actually pretty pretty a long distance. Where was the border? It was right here. And it's getting night now, so we better hurry. Really, do I really need to go all the way over here? Maybe I should just light this up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe remove it later, but yeah, because I really don't care about the landscape here, but I think that will be too ugly to look at. But I think I'm going to continue off camera, so be right back. I thought we should end this episode with something else than the witch farm. So why not try some of the new features in this snapshot? I'm talking about the carpet. Yeah. And I did talk in the beginning of this world talk about maybe choosing a color for the city here. And I talked about green because of all the cactus. And that's what I'm going to do. Just make a lot of green sheeps to get the wool from, and then make carpets. I really think there's something wrong with the crafting recipe for carpets. You get one carpet for 2 wool blocks. The same with snow. You know when you make the snow layers, you get, what is it, 6, and you should get 8. Is that correct? You know, you don't have enough layers to create one full block if you use the amount. Never mind. I didn't understand myself there either. So, you know, here, this is wrong, I think. But that's just how it is. I would have made a leash. Is that how you say leash? Leash? And then try to collect some other sheep than those over there and make a farm. But I really didn't have any. Oh no, that you can't make leashes yet. So, oh, I have an idea. Maybe we should put it over at the XP farm, but that's not really part of this village. So I was thinking to do something in here. I don't know how that looks. What do you think? How does this look? Do you like the color? I think that's a yes. Usually when people not what is it? Not that the head not. It usually means yes. You know when they move it up and down. In here, this house really needs a carpet. That's for sure. Who want to have a dirt floor? That no one does. At least not me. I don't want to. And I actually thought about something that may cause that we need to kill all these sheeps, and if I decide to move this entire thing outside the spawn chunks, because when we have all these sheeps here, we can't really make an passive animal farm because they take up all they fill out the mob cap, and since all these chunks here are loaded all time, it means that I only get new mobs when I go to new chunks. But if I don't have any passive mobs loaded, I believe I can make a mob farm, if I understand correctly. But that's for another time. So I guess I should end it here. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Yeah, this is better. Bye.